The 2013 Clark County Fair was an event that broke the numbers. Attendance was the highest it has been in 10 years. Food and beverage sales were up 15% over 2012, and the Clark County Fair brought in a number of awards in 2013.
In October, we received, I believe, 13 separate awards at the Washington State Fairs Association, which was more than any other fair in the state of Washington, which I'm very proud of my staff and of what happened there. And then, of course, at the international level, we received 11 awards there, which I think is probably either tied for or the best in the state of Washington, too. We get a visit every year from the fair commissioner from the Washington State Department of Agriculture. And they visit every fair in the state, and they look and see how you're doing in terms of serving the public, educating people about agriculture and its importance to our economy, and you're given a score. And then at the end of the year, the State Fair Fund, which was developed to help fairs pay premiums to young people, is divided up among the fairs, and that score is a big part of it. We have done very, very, very well in that. Matter of fact, we've received the largest allocation of the county fairs that are funded through that state fund for, I think, about 8 years in a row.
The fair originally came to Clark County in 1955. 2013 was the 145th anniversary. The fair has become self-sufficient over time. When needed costs are not met, the County General Fund will help offset the expense. Because of growth and developing a successful event, organizing the fair is a year-round preparation.
We have an 11-person staff here. As we ramp up toward the fair, that grows to about 350 employees. And then by the time this fair kicks off, there's like 2,800 volunteers that we couldn't do without. They are a workforce that is so valuable that without them, the fair would not exist the way we do today.
Another reason for the fair's recent success has been the changes made to the entertainment.
We brought 3 concerts back into the grandstands for free. We had heard from not only our vendors, but our carnival operator and the public that the free concerts in the amphitheater provided a little more energy to the fair. It gave people an opportunity to have a very well-rounded entertainment experience. And so we brought 3 back, and the difference was dramatic. My food and beverage on the opening weekend was almost 4 times what it was when I have a concert down in the amphitheater. So I'm preparing now to put 5 concerts in the grandstand. And I'm going to keep my motorsports aligned the same way I did. And I think that will build on success, if you will. I look at every fair and I say, no matter what it was good or bad, it's pointing me in a direction. It's either pointing me in a direction I see the public wanting to see the fair go, because this is truly the public's fair, or I look at something that I've done and said, okay, that was a little off-heading there, let me pull it back.
Last fall, Morrison was appointed to be the Clark County Event Center manager to complement his fair managing duties.
And in October, the Fairground Site Management Group asked if I would take the job permanently. So it's only been about a little over 7 months that whole thing happened like that. And I personally think it's working very well. I don't see it as a problem to manage. And I think it's going to pay dividends for the organization.
This year's fair already has new attractions lined up. One edition will replace Dock Dogs, which has been an annual event for the last 7 years.
I do like to offer something brand new every year, and we have, for the last 6 years that I've been involved, made sure that something is new that you haven't seen. We had the Dock Dogs, very popular event. And it's been here for 7 years. This year, I am going to change that up for 1 year, and we've got a group coming in called Sea Lion Splash. I think it's going to be really successful. It's something that people in this area don't generally see. There's going to be an exhibit in there called Toytopia, and it's a traveling exhibit, and it'll be a way for you and your family to see the history of toys from as far back as you can till today.
Increasingly, social media channels such as Facebook keep the fair on residents' minds before and during its 10-day run. Last year, over 1 million comments were made online about the fair. The daily online totals were an increase of 58% from 2012.
The fair got in my blood in 1992 when I left the Air Force, and it's going to be a long, long time before it gets out of there, I can tell you that. So I'm really happy with what I do. I'm proud of what we put on for the people here in Clark County and for Southwest Washington.
For their efforts at working year-round in order to put on the best fair possible, along with bringing in new and traditional shows to the event center, John Morrison and his staff are our personal best.